Hey y'all, Mikey from Rock and K. If you don't know who we are a couple of people doing the off-grid DIY homesteading thing. What makes it special? We're doing it in Germany. Today, we destroyed a lot of stuff. We took and ran a chainsaw that has a cutting blade on it inside the house. Not only that, we had a garden hose hooked up to it and blew water everywhere. So that's coming up. Hey y'all, Mikey, Rod K here. Today's the day. We are getting at it. So I picked up the concrete saw. Let me flip you around. So we are going to use that. And we have to cut along these lines. And while I stopped here at the doorway, it is actually going to keep right on going to that wall. But today, I want to get at least this part cut. So the reason being is when I do want to cut into the room, there's that pipe right there that's kind of in the way. So what I want to do is get cut to the doorway at least today, if not farther. And yeah, we're going to make a mess. We're going to make a lot of noise. But we are finally going forward with this renovation project. It has been a hot minute since we've been working in here. And you can see the room is all empty again except for a heater, the tripod, because I'm going to videotape this. And yeah, that's it. Because we're going to make a big old mess. And yeah, ain't nothing to do but do it. All right, folks, so I think I'm done cutting for now. So you can see it's all cut. So you can see it comes down this all the way to the bathroom. Let me flip you around. It's a little easier. So you can see it kicks towards the kitchen for the drain, then goes all the way to the bathroom. And I cut across the lintel. Hopefully we can pop that right out too. And then it turns towards the house because it's going to go down and through the basement wall. You'll see that when we get down there. And then I'm hoping that I was able to cut all the way through the concrete, because if I did, I should be able to get these two out, and then I should be able to lever the rest up. So we're going to see. That was no easy chore. If you were watching, that saw is heavy, and you got to support it. You can't let it just run down through the floor because it'll stall itself out. So it's heavy, it's loud, and I had to stop a couple of times and let the room air out because I am inside and it does run on gas. So, yeah. So I am going to go get a crowbar. And I'm going to see if I can get at least a piece up right now. So let's do it. All right, folks, so I'm going to call it a day. I have to go get air hose fittings so that I can use that jackhammer to chip this out. So while I think I went through it all the way, it is a long piece, so I'm going to have to break it up into some sections. But let me flip you around. So I don't know if you can see, and I'll bring you down close and let's see if we can turn on the light. They totally missed the rebar. So you can see it was a crappy pour on the cement, but the rebar is underneath the cement. It's not even in it. So, I mean, it makes my job easier. You know, farmers do what farmers do, right? We're going to make sure it's done right. So I will be filling it with sand when I set the pipes. And then we will put some rebar in there the way it's supposed to be. But I do need to use the jackhammer on this narrow trench here. It's kind of cool because I have the small tip and over there the little bit wider tip. I cut that about 3 inches and change or so, maybe 4 inches, probably 4 inches. And the bit is about 3, so it's perfect to go ahead and chop this little channel in the blocks. I had to throw the carpets down because if you look way off in the distance, there is the cat. he's already checking things out, and I'm trying to keep his paws clean and stuff. Here he is. I bought that OSB to cover the hole for the night. I have to go, though, and get those airline fittings. So if you've watched previously, I bought really good air hose. Because the hoses here are like a PVC, plasticky type stuff that really is no good. And so I had to get good air hose while I was in America. And I bought some of the premium hose at Harbor Freight. They're really nice air hoses, but I have to get fittings. And thankfully, compressor fittings here are in standard measurements, but they're a little bit different on the barb. So they are a European style end, but it is now like 5-ish, and I have to shoot over to the hardware store and get them. So we're going to put this one in the can. We're going to call this one done. Hey, we got pretty far. I wouldn't say it was productive. It was destructive. So that's it for today. That's it for this installment. So, in with my motto, if you're thinking about family, if you're thinking about friends, give them a what's up or a WhatsApp. Whatever works for you. You know you'd love to hear from them too. So, until the next adventure, auf Wiedersehen.